What up, YouTube? Chief X with this common sense science. So check this out, family. So this conversation was really meant for Facebook, not YouTube. But since I'm restricted on Facebook for 30 days, I can't share and engage in the conversations that's going on Facebook. Regarding Deion Sanders, football, Colorado, and Jackson State University. Okay? So it was just so many conversations going on I wish so bad I could engage in, but I couldn't. So I said I'm going to make a video and just post it on Facebook. Maybe somebody can share it and help enlighten people and help them understand about the youth in sports. Okay? And Deion Sanders. Okay? First of all, black folk are bothered that Deion Sanders is going to Colorado University. I'm not, because I know better. I'm not, because I have better understanding and logic than most, right? Check this out. Deion Sanders had a 3-year contract with Jackson State University. He fulfilled his contract. He brought so much attention to Jackson State University and all HBUs through his efforts and endeavors. Thank you, Deion Sanders, for a job well done. Your 3-year tender is up. Deion Sanders says and said it's about the youth and the kids. Them youth and kids are still playing football. Skills positions are still mainly, dominantly, black youth. My son plays sports and plays NCAA football. Division II, but he plays NCAA football. I know how the youth feel, think, and where they want to go. Understand me for a second. Deion Sanders' intent and intention is to help the youth. It's not no racial shit with him. The racial shit is with you in your mind. See, this Black Power community, which is mainly my Facebook friends and YouTube friends, is very confused. And in la la land and fantasy land. Okay? What these people's thinking is about, they're under the impression that Deion Sanders should stay at Jackson State and continue to fuck with HBCUs. Because one day, miraculously, HBCUs will be able to compete with schools like Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, TCU, and all these top, these Power 5 top schools. This is the thinking of pro-black cats and these black power cats. Unrealistic thinking. Never will happen. Deion Sanders is not responsible for HBCUs being able to compete with schools like Alabama and Georgia. That was not his deal or intent. Put that pressure somewhere else. You guys are living and thinking unrealistically and selfishly. You don't dictate Deion's intent in the future. So check this out. Deion done his time and brought attention to HBCUs countrywide. He brought funding to JSU that they never would have otherwise. Now, what people are misunderstanding and don't understand, because they haven't really been paying attention. The athletic director of JSU, he may even leave one day. But anyway, he is a highly touted athletic director of a college program. He succeeded. and made some changes with Jackson State and HBCUs. He done a great job. What people are misunderstanding is Deion Sanders' replacement, or replacements, because the coach has a staff of coaches. It's going to be another high-profile, very qualified black man who you guys all know, and they're not going to miss or skip a beat. Now, as far as this recruiting thing and what kids want and what Deion's intent is to get his kids, specifically his own son, into the NFL. Fuck what you niggas is talking about. The best way to get to the NFL is from a high-profile college, not a HBCU. Hold on, wait a minute, let me explain. Deion Sanders' son has a better chance of making it to the league by playing at Colorado State, which he will be the starting quarterback for Colorado State University. Colorado University Buffaloes. Deion's main concern and job is to take care of himself and family. His son is family. His son will make it to the league from Colorado University. He's a sophomore now. He has several more years to show his skill set that he can get a chance to make it to the NFL. Deion Sanders ain't thinking about you niggas and your wants and selfish needs and the confusion you have. I just had to break this down. Now, Deion Sanders also has a daughter who will be going to Colorado University also, along with his sons. He's bringing along his baggage. Now, I wish I could remember the channel name off the head, but it's something media. Deion Sanders' son, Deion Sanders Jr., runs this YouTube channel and does all kind of coverage and media coverage of his dad, JSU. Bar none, the best coverage of Deion Sanders and JSU. He will also now be covering Colorado University. Now, understand this. My son plays for Northwestern Missouri State University, D2 football. Northwestern Missouri State University, D2 football, has the winningest football program in D2 history, NCAA history. They've won more national championships than any D2 school. My son has played football and basketball, mainly focused on football, since 5 years old. Now he plays for NCAA D2 football, Northwestern Missouri State. When my son was being recruited, my son's friends being recruited, not one of them ever wanted to go to a HBCU. There was a few, but they weren't considered stars or D1 quality players. None of them kids wanted to go. See, this is what people have to understand about the youth. I was a youth counselor for years. These youth playing football, whether they make it to the NFL or not, which 99% of them won't, maybe 1% will make it to the NFL. But, fuck all that. In their mind, and in their desire, and their intent, they think they may make it to the NFL in their mind. So what they want to do is put themselves in the best position to make it to the NFL. And that is one of these D1 top of the line colleges. My son's friends who play football turned down so many offers to HBCUs because they wanted to be at these power universities. So a lot of you guys don't have youth or don't know about youth and their desires and what they want. Deion Sanders first is thinking about his family and what they want. I believe I may be wrong or may be off, but I think Deion Sanders' daughter also plays sports. I'm not sure if she's on the volleyball team. I'm not sure. But when I watched the video of them giving a tour of Colorado University, Shiloh Sanders, the quarterback of Jackson State University, and Deion Sanders' daughter, and Deion Sanders' fiance were super excited about Colorado University. All youth playing sports want to be at a D1 high-profile university because they thinking they can make it to the league, whether in any type of sports. And that's their best chance. It's their best chance for exposure on national TV. See, a lot of y'all may not understand this. So a lot of people have been shooting shots and being negative in regards to Deion Sanders. You just don't understand. Deion Sanders was making 300 and something thousand at Jackson State University. Colorado University is paying him $5 million a year. In other words, he's being paid 12 times as much as he was being paid at Jackson State. You would be a fool not to leave. You would be a fool not to gather that money for your future generation and your children and your offspring. Did you guys think about that? So Deion Sanders is looking out for his family and his offspring and building a fucking legacy, which you guys feel and think is irrelevant to what Deion Sanders' legacy he wants to build. Shut your mouth. Deion Sanders is still, whether at Jackson State or Colorado University, working with black youth and improving their lives, including his family's life. It's the best decision he could make. Jackson State University is going to be fine on the strength that Deion Sanders is going to make sure they're fine. Because he has that much love for Jackson State University. The athletic director has that much love for Jackson State University. The two of them together going to make sure that the incoming new coach is just what they need. And this is what a lot of you guys aren't even aware of. So I wanted to share some light on the information. My son right now would do anything to get to a D1 Power 5 university so he can be seen and heard and possibly make it to the NFL. This is all kids' dreams. These youth are turning down HBCUs for that reason. Now, don't get all confused because Deion Sanders was able to recruit one of the top wide receiver kids in the nation to come to JSU. That's just Deion Sanders. That's just a rare one or two or three or four individuals. A kid in high school who is a top recruit wants to play for schools that are Power 5. Period. Whether you guys understand that or not, it's not about your old ass. It's about the youth and what they want to do. Deion Sanders made a great decision and a great move for him and for the youth. HBCUs will be fine. They will continue on the path that they've always been on. Now, what you guys need to do is get that bullshit up out your mind to think that, hey, we need to build HBCUs and Deion Sanders should have stayed and therefore HBCUs would have been. You're in fantasy land and la la land. They're never, ever going to be able to compete with schools like Alabama and Georgia and Ohio State. Not with their funding and not with their facilities. Ever. Get that pipe dream out your head. I love HBCUs. They're good for a purpose. They were never, ever, ever going to be able to compete with these top D1 universities. Ever. So y'all up here arguing all on Facebook on a motherfucking pipe dream and some fantasy land bullshit. Deion Sanders knows exactly what he's doing. And he exactly 100% should be at Colorado University doing what he's about to do. I'm a Colorado University fan. I follow Deion Sanders Jr. YouTube channel and his documentation of all this. And all you guys should too. So all you Black Power, confused, crazy, and angry people, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You clearly don't have any kids that play sports on that level. You clearly wasn't a youth counselor. And you're clearly using hyperbole in your thinking. Good job, Deion Sanders. You're going to make us proud. Salute.